A rash of shootings in less than 24 hours kills 2 and injures 2 others at several locations in Hub City. And we're getting 2 conflicting images of the alleged gunman who fired multiple shots inside New Jersey's largest shopping mall.
Now, from West Tennessee's News Channel, this is 7 Eyewitness News at 5.
We began tonight with the response of Jackson police to a deadly outbreak of violent crime across the city. 2 people were killed, 2 others shot in 5 separate shootings in less than 24 hours. It is leading to increased police presence across a city on WBBJ 7 Eyewitness News reporter Natalie Potts begins our team coverage at the Jackson Police Department. Natalie, what's being done to keep residents safe tonight?
Tom, police say they are doing everything they can to keep the city safe. Tonight, patrol shifts are being overlapped, bringing in more than 55 officers to the streets in the city's most high crime areas, in areas where all 5 of these shootings have took place in the last 24 hours.
Obviously, anytime we have this number of shootings in such a short period of time, it's serious, and we're treating it as a very serious matter. And in that, we're adding extra patrols to these housing areas where these incidents have occurred.
Police say they are also looking in to see if any of the shootings are connected. We're live in downtown Jackson. Natalie Potts, WBBJ 7 Eyewitness News.
All right, thanks, Natalie. Police search for suspects in all 5 shootings. Here's a timeline of the string of violent crimes across Jackson. First shooting happened at 2:30 yesterday afternoon at Royal Arms Apartments in East Jackson. 2 men were shot. Both are recovering. Then just before midnight, a man was shot to dead inside an East Point apartment on Daughtery Street. The shooter is still at large. The 3rd shooting happened early this morning at 1:20. Police say someone opened fire at a house on Holland Avenue. People were inside at the time, but no one was hurt. Then at 6:20 this morning, a man was shot to death at Lincoln Courts Apartments just before students loaded the bus for school. Police searched the bus after they were told a gunman got on board, but they didn't find a weapon. Then just before noon today, officers said that someone opened fire in a North Jackson neighborhood on Rushmead Road. Investigators say nothing was hit, but someone was seen driving off in a silver car. Now to the 2nd deadly shooting in the Hub City. It was also in the eastern part of the Hub City. We continue our live coverage with Erica Williams, who joins us live from an apartment complex in East Jackson where the homicide happened. Erica, what can you tell us about the investigation?
Tom, I counted at least 15 gunshots in this boarded up window earlier today. It's where police say Alexander Merriweather was sitting in the living room when shots rang throughout the window. And I'm told by several neighbors that they're not at all surprised by what happened last night. Police say Merriweather was visiting residents in this apartment when the gunfire erupted. They have not yet confirmed that he was the intended target, but they are confirming that around 11:40 last night they responded to East Point Apartments and were directed to this apartment where Merriweather was found dead from multiple gunshot wounds. One of the neighbors I spoke with says she didn't witness what happened to Merriweather, but unfortunately she's become all too familiar with the gunfire.
I think it's crazy over here. I don't want to be around here, and it's not safe for my child to be over here. I want to be able to just be in my house without having to worry about anything going on.
Right now, police have no suspects in custody related to this shooting, but they are asking anyone with information to contact Jackson Police Department or Crime Stoppers. Live in East Jackson, Erica Williams, WBBJ 7 Eyewitness News.
All right, thanks, Erica. A shots fired call earlier today brought police to another Jackson location. The shooting happened around 1:30 this morning here in the 80 block of Holland Avenue, where police say shots were fired from a passing car and it hit a house. Police say people were inside, but luckily no one was hit or injured. The other deadly shooting was in a public housing project in East Jackson. WBBJ 7 Eyewitness News reporter Mallory Cook picks up our team coverage on the most recent shooting.
It's just a sad situation. Crime is devastating.
Crime scene tape surrounds an apartment at Lincoln Courts. Around 6:20 Tuesday morning, officers say someone shot and killed 26-year-old DeAndre Thomas. He was found wounded on his back porch.
To me, it looks like a war zone. You know, it looks like something has really devastating.
Police say Thomas lived at the apartment. Celeste Sharp lives next door. She heard the shots and watched people scatter.
Doesn't make me happy. Right now I'm very nervous. I'm very just anxious, nervous, because I don't know what's going to happen next.
Paramedics took Thomas to the hospital by ambulance where doctors pronounced him dead. Neighbors are on edge.
I know all places are not safe, but this is where I live. This is where I have to come home to every day.
After the shooting, police say someone told them 4 armed juveniles got on a school bus. Officers stopped the bus and searched it. Detectives say they didn't find any weapons. In East Jackson, Mallory Cook, WBBJ 7 Eyewitness News.
After police checked the bus for weapons, the bus took the children to school. Police say they have a person of interest in the shooting but haven't released his or her name. The shooting prompted the Jackson School District to add extra security to 2 schools. That's where WBBJ 7 Eyewitness News reporter Ben Rainwater picks up our team coverage. Ben, you're live in the studio. What can you tell us?
Tom, even after the search on the bus came up empty, Jackson-Madison County schools weren't taking any security risk today. The school system increased security at both Northside High School and Liberty Technology Magnet High School. More officers than usual could be seen patrolling the campuses. Principals at both schools say despite the police present, classes went on as usual. Superintendent Dr. Verna Ruppin says she never thought any of her students were in danger, but decided to take the extra safety precautions anyways.
If there's a disturbance that occurred in the community, we want to make sure that that school has the necessary security the following day. And we do that as a precaution. We don't do it because we believe that something is going to happen at the school, but we want to make certain that people know that we're taking those incidences very seriously.
Dr. Ruffin added that student and teacher safety will remain a key priority for them, and they'll continue working with the police in any case necessary. Ben Rainwater, WBBJ 7 Eyewitness News.
Neighbors fear for their children's safety after they heard gunshots in a quiet neighborhood in North Jackson. Police arrived in the 900 block of Rushmead Road around noon today after 4 gunshots were fired. Witnesses say they saw a car leave the residence just after hearing the shots. Police searched the house but did not find any evidence of a shooting. A neighbor says she's afraid someone will hit an innocent bystander.
Really don't ever act. I think it's terrible. It's terrible.
Police say they have no suspects in the shooting either. Jackson police are also searching for multiple gunmen who they say were the first to fire shots beginning the string of violence. Police are searching for 2 black men in connection to a shooting at the Royal Arms Apartments around 2:30 yesterday afternoon. Officers say they found a 19-year-old man shot in the groin and a 23-year-old man was shot in the back of an arm. Both were taken to the hospital. Both are expected to make a full recovery. Be sure to stay with us for more on all of these breaking stories right here on WBBJ 7 Eyewitness News and on the WBBJ website at WBBJ-TV.com.
It's been a nice warm afternoon today in West Tennessee. Now in this first look at the forecast, though, we are going to be talking about that rain that's just on the outskirts of the Mid-South. So here's a look at the Doppler radar right now showing rain-free conditions, and we still actually have some mostly clear skies here in West Tennessee. Farther to the north and west, though, much farther, in fact, in some parts of southern Minnesota, there's some snowfall associated with this area of low pressure, and there's going to be a cold front moving in, bringing that rain to West Tennessee once we get towards the afternoon on Wednesday. So that's why we expect the wet weather to return tomorrow. It's going to be much cooler also when that cold front passes over the area, and that's going to leave us with plenty of sunshine and high pressure to look forward to for the end of the week. We'll talk about that in a little bit more detail in that full look at the forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Tom, back to you.
Still ahead on WBBJ 7 Eyewitness News at 5, we're getting 2 conflicting images of the alleged gunman who fired multiple shots inside New Jersey's largest shopping mall last night. And parents, there are many reasons that kids should be taking music lessons, but now research is suggesting one more advantage, something that could help them much later in life.